Greetings watch fam. Today we're going to be looking at the Phoibos Eagle Ray 200 meters automatic compressor dive watch with a red Fume dial. As you can see on the video, it looks pretty stunning. An original piece from a micro brand that's making its way into the world of watches. And it's been featured by other YouTubers, notably Jody from Just One More Watch. So today I'll be looking at it. So stick around and enjoy the rest of the video. The first thing you notice is the design is quite different from most of the micro brands that are doing diver watches with Seiko NH35s inside, but there's some pieces that it's been taken from other watches. The hands remind me a lot of the Zin watches. The indices are kind of a mix between Seiko and Rolex. The crowns are from something like the Polaris from JLC. All in all, the ensemble works quite well. The bracelet's a blatant rip-off, but more about that later. Other specs are the case, a 316L stainless steel, a double dome sapphire crystal with 3 layers of anti-reflective undercoating. In case dimensions, a very variable 41mm diameter with a lug-to-lug of 47. The compressor bezel is quite easy to action. Just unscrew the crown, pretty smooth. Rotate to the number you want, and once you've got there, just put it back in, pop it back in, screw it back in, and you're done. It's quite easy. The action is very smooth, so it's quite well built. But objectively speaking, the monodirectional clicky bezel, usually found on a diver watch, is much more practical. The coin edge metal ring around the bezel reminds me a bit of the Oris pointed 8 bezels. So let's have a look around the watch. The crystals, the anti-reflective coating, just 3 layers, could have done with a couple more, I think. The finishing is quite solid. The brushing is very good. The bracelet is a blatant rip-off of the Omega Seamaster Pro Series. I mean, it's exactly the same. But if you've got a rip-off a bracelet, might as well rip off a good one. Why not? It's solidly built, screw-in links, that's easy to change. We have a properly milled clasp with the Phoibos text on it, which is a refreshing change, and just 3 micro adjusts. Not going crazy there, but it should be enough to get you a good fit. And of course, a milled deployant part as well. Pretty solid with good mechanical tolerances. And the watch back is, there it is, the King Octopus, which is the Phoibos logo. You may like that or not. It's a bit of a controversial thing. I'll talk about that later. Bit of a spec sheet there too, as is the norm with watches these days. And solid end links, which actually link pretty well to the watch case. The clasp has a nice reassuring click to it, which is all the better because it doesn't have a security fold over. At a glance from the side, you can see it's quite tall because of the NH35. Side brushing, very fine, very well executed. Bit of a chamfer there on the side of the case. And there you go. Have to say the Fume dial is quite impressive, but you're going to be missing out a bit because of the lack of anti-reflective coating, and outside it's going to make the watch dial a little more difficult to read. And now get ready for some macro goodness. Even up close, you can see that the dial is very well finished. The printing is very sharp. That octopus really stands out. The hands are a bit rough on the sides, but this is a $360 watch. I wouldn't be expecting much more. Tip of the second hand is well finished though. And the minute track is nice and crisp with Roman numerals at the hour markers. Now about that octopus. It reminds me a lot of the Hydra logo from Marvel. Hail Hydra! But it gives the watch a lot of character, I think. But love it or hate it, it's there to stay. I'll shut up for a bit now so you can enjoy some nice close-up shots. So what about the Lume? Let's have a look. Well, BGW9 and lots of it, 15 layers they say, evenly spread between the hands, and the bezel as well, making a good show. I can only see that the lollipop on the second hand looks a bit weak. I'll just speed it up a bit, and it's the first to go. But apart from that, I think you should be getting pretty good Lume service from this watch, and it should be visible pretty much at any hour of the night. So to wrap things up, a pretty solid offering from Phoibos, well built, fairly priced, excellent finishing, and available in a variety of colors. If you go on the website, there's a blue version, an all black, a black and gilt, And honestly, I think the red one is the one that makes the best show. And unsurprisingly, it's sold out. So if you want one, you're going to have to wait. Get into the Phoibos mailing list, and they'll contact you as soon as they come in stock again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like what you see, please consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up if you liked it. Please comment, of course. And also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, there's plenty of watch content there as well at timetotalk_watches. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.